Hi everyone, this is going to be a quick reading, energy check-in, tarot about a 2-year-old called serayaaung. Her father, which I believe is like 21 or 23, his name is aaronaung, and his girlfriend or fiance 21, nadiacole, are missing. It's in Pullman, Idaho, Moscow, I think, or am I mixing here? 1 second. And today is the 9th of June, and I'm going to do an energy check-in, but I feel like this will come to an end soon. It's not going to last too long, but should it last too long, then I'll do more of a channeling into their energy, a deeper sort of channeling. You might find that I connect, if this is not too long, you might find that I might stop and then attach a couple of days check-in. So what do I know? I know that this baby, the mother and father share custody. Is that right? Yes, everyone answers yes. And what else is it that I know? She's 2 years old. Hang on, I have like, I think there was a 3-minute interview or something was like on the news, and I'm trying to find where I had like, anyway, basically the mother, Nadia and her mother, I don't know if it's the whole family, were going to travel away for a holiday, I believe to Italy, and Saraya is the daughter of the boy Aaron, who shares custody maybe with his ex-girlfriend. I don't know if it's fiance or wife. And he was due to return Saraya but never returned her. And that's when she was reported missing. But at the same time, on the same day, I believe, that Saraya was supposed to be returned, the Financé-Nadia is reported missing because she suddenly leaves all her stuff in the airport with her mother and then just goes, and then there's a surveillance camera seeing her take, you know, the stair lift down or up, I can't remember, and that's it. They're all missing. So what do I kind of get from this at the moment? I get, firstly, I get a kind of a nonchalant energy from the mother. I've not seen the mother or anyone speak on this yet. We're talking about the 9th going into the 10th of June. Depends when, like I said, I think I'm going to stop it and then connect to the energy and then post it if there's not been any sort of solid developments. But I definitely think they're together. The mother, the birth mother of Saraya, I mean, I just get like a real passive energy, not a frantic crying energy, and that really interests me. And I'm not saying she's involved, but that's just a bit strange to me, and maybe it's separate things than her personal life, but I'm just trying to describe the energy here. There's two combining of energies. Firstly, what I understand before I go into that is that Aaron said he'd taken the daughter fishing, but to me, like, if I was a mother, I'd be like, fishing, 2-year-old, dude, go fishing and then come and get her. It's fine. We can change the timings or whatever. And I don't know if the 29th of May, is that the day hang on if I've got the dates. I don't know why 29th of May is coming up, but I thought I read it's the 3rd of June they've been missing. Let's pull this up. There's nothing really in the news about them. It's really weird. Actually, I'm just typing it in to see if I can get the dates missing. Yeah, he was due to custody exchange 3rd of June. So I don't know why I'm getting the 29th of May for a date of something. Anyway, so the 3rd of June, and so that's when Nadia also goes missing, and she leaves her phone. Now this phone has details on it, whether she's deleted it or not, but obviously that takes time to pull up. That phone has details on it. I also think there's more surveillance camera that's going to come out. Some of it they might not expose, but some of it they will. I think they're going to track them in a car. I get a dark colour car. I also feel like this is kind of like a runaway, live a new life story, but there's something else of the energy here. Okay, so I don't think she's a dumb Nadia. I don't think she's dumb, but love can make us a bit dumb. But there's something here, especially when you know you're taking a child where there's custody share. So either maybe the father knew that, you know, there's no way he'd be able to ever see his daughter again or get access to his daughter for certain things. Well, he probably can't right now because of what he's done. And I think he's wanted because obviously there's a custody agreement. He's broke that. Nadia probably has not broken anything, and so she's reported missing and just wanted because she's missing. But let's just ask the cards a moment, because this is what I get kind of like, being a fiance means that it's most likely the family and everyone's kind of agreed to it. But there's something about, because I don't think it was hidden engagement. I think, there's something public about it, so it's known. But there's something that's triggered this, basically. It's not just like we're going to run away and live happily ever after without a trigger. And youngsters can do that, by the way. They can decide to run for a happily ever after. So let's just see. Let's see. Got the 7 of Wands in reverse. We've got the Death card. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. And we've got the 4 of Swords. Okay, so let me say something as of now. Right now is the 9th of June. And for some people, it's going into 10th. They are alive. I feel their energy, okay? They're totally alive. But here, there's something that there was... there was something that was troubling that could put pressure on their relationship, all right? Now, like I said, when I see these cards, if I couldn't feel their energy, I'd feel a bit distressed, but I can actually feel their energy that all of them are alive, okay? As of today's date, which I've mentioned. But someone in the energy here feels attacked, feels misunderstood, and it seems like it's from people around them. I wonder if there was pressure to end this relationship. I think there might have been Magician. These are not very good cards. I'm so glad that I can feel their energy, because these are not very good cards, and that's why I always say I'm not just a tarot reader, and I don't, the first thing is the energy that I channel. But this is a bit of selfishness and really unfocused and a manipulation happening here. So there is something that put pressure for them to do this, all right? And it could have been someone trying to end the relationship. And maybe it was the third party involvement. That could be like the ex, the whole situation there with Soraya and the ex, that could have been threatening the end of this relationship. But there is concerning energies here, and it's exactly as I was picking up. Even though they want to live this kind of runaway and live our happily ever after, there was a pressure that was placed on them. Let's get more cards, and then what I'm going to do is stop this and I think in 3 days or 4 or something like that, I'm going to come back, check this energy, but then go into the questions that I wanted to ask as well. Okay, so definitely to do with their relationship, and this could be in reversed or upright and trying to hold on to that relationship. Okay, so there's something there, and that means somebody knows what pressure could have been placed on them. All right, and they were not able to, they felt like they couldn't defend themselves, or one of them at least. And when I do a second reading, I'm going to tap into their energies with the cards as well. I'm going to just ask the question again before I take these. Hanged Man, feeling stuck, all right, very stuck in a situation. Devil in reverse, look at all these cards, right? Devil in reverse, Magician, the Four of Swords, the Hanged Man. It's the threatening at the end of something. And like I said, I feel there's like two energies here, two separate reasons. There's them, their relationship, and then there's the kid here. And it's here trying to break through from being stuck and this manipulation and not being able to defend yourself anymore. So I do think that there was an issue here. Feeling helpless and feeling powerless in a situation. This is the whole reasons they've done it. So I wonder who's actually behind this. It could be parents, it could be the third party. Well, there's something here, but also, why didn't he drop Soraya off and then they do this? I feel there's that's the second energy. 9 of Cups in reverse, not having your freedom, feeling stuck in the situation. So somebody knows exactly why they did this, and they're obviously keeping quiet. I feel like police are going to be able to track them as they move, or capture them. Either maybe, I think they're heading towards, I think you've got to go to the Mexican border or Canada border to have like a bit more, less surveillance or take more time than another state. But they are heading for like borders, and it could be state, it could be something different. There's the police monitoring. So like I said, what I'm going to do is end this here, and I'm going to check back in, well, I'll tell you the date, and see what we get then when I ask this question again. But exactly what I was feeling, there's an energy of pressure. It's not just run away. There's something wrong here, and someone knows it because they've put this pressure on them, as well as other pressure that might be happening with regards to maybe the child and stuff. So join me in the next part. Take care. Hi everyone, so today is the 14th of June, so we're 4 days later, depending when you see this. Usually it's early hour morning my time, and it's late evening or early evening, usually early evening for those in the US. Now you will see attached to this the reading I did for the 9th, and we're going to ask the same question here, and then we're going to go into some other questions. I understand that Aaronaung, Serayaaung, and the Nadia have still not been found, but I didn't click on it, but I saw something about the mother on, I clicked on this, I clicked on Nancy Grace. I think it was a 3-minute interview with the mother, the biological mother, and her energy is exactly how I mentioned. The way I felt she came across is exactly how I mentioned in the reading, which I find interesting. But first, let's just ask the same question I asked last time on, see what was the motive. It's interesting. I think in the last read we got this card and we got this card, but we got the 3 of Pentacles, not the 3 of Cups. The world upside down. Very similar energies. Why? And Spirit's just reminding me about saying about the borders. King of Swords. And the police are probably looking at the borders. So maybe something's come out that they've caught them on surveillance or monitoring. I still think that there's something on her phone, but obviously that might take time. There was overwhelm in this relationship, and I think it was pressure from something. Either like their loved ones, or again, the ex doing certain things, and it was really causing a pressure on the relationship. And there seems to be an energy of trying to end their relationship here. The energy of the Knight of Cups as well, and then the 7 of Cups, and they were really confused. There was a lot of confusion, overwhelm, and not seeing things in a clear way. There was also that fantasy which I was mentioning in terms of like the 10 of Cups energy, but again there's a pressure here, and there's a missing of signs, and not, you know, kind of like negative emotions blocking you seeing clearly for what they did there. The World card is also interesting here with the King of Swords. So we've got that next to the 3 of Cups and the death and the rebirth. And I still do feel that they still have, their energy is still present. They're still alive. I do feel like this is not going to go on for too long though. I feel Nadia's energy is a bit more frantic, like, what are we doing now? Because we can't go back, but we need to go back. He's a bit more calmer, but she's a bit like, what is the right thing to do? And she's ready to go back. She's ready to try and make contact, even if it ends up having to be secretly, where he's like, don't do anything right now, let's check stuff out. I don't know why I'm getting this, but her energy is a bit more frantic, like this is just going all wrong at this point in time. But I haven't seen if what has been the breakthrough through. I haven't seen if any of the family have spoken out. I haven't seen anything else apart from that Nancy Grace. And also it might be interesting for me to I think the police caught them trying to take a shortcut on escaping, or a border or something here. Let's just look at the local news a minute. So Aung is black hair, brown eyes, wanted for custodial interference, first degree. Oh, it says missing toddler may be in Mexico with her father. All right. So let's toddler serayaaung may be in Mexico with her fathers, are working together with the father. The toddler is accused of abducting, and his fiance's search has spanned multiple states in now crossing into Mexico. That is the 12th of June. Interesting. Okay, let's continue. Here we get in a bit of a transition mode. The thought or their communication, the mental clarity was not clear. I feel like here there was signs, and like I said, I do think there's someone that knows sort of the pressure that could have led them. They've not just come up with this, but I do think to some extent he's contacted her, and like there is a little bit of planning the way she's left. The Four of Cups is really unsatisfied with things that were happening back at their home around this sort of energy, all right? And I think it might have been Nadia that's really expressed the dissatisfaction of the energies, whether it's from parents saying, you know, you can't go forward with this marriage, or fiance. I mean, even his side, I don't necessarily mean her, but I feel like it's her that's given the expression that she's no longer in it. And the Justice, the card of balance comes in, and she wanted a balance of all the fighting, all the conflict that's happening. And this is their energy of, you know, hiding. This is their energy of running away. And it's all three of them, and we can see that they are alive. There is surveillance that can be found to track them, even though they're trying to remain undercover. There is someone that could speak out and give vital clues as well. And there is definitely someone who's able to speak out on what was going on in the dynamics that's pushed them to go and do this. Probably, you know, something silly, but there is something, and it will, I feel like it will come forward. Let's look at another question for a moment. She was in a panic leaving that hotel. Now, when I thought about this earlier, I thought, well, definitely if she's leaving. But I feel like she got the call that sent her in a panic. And so I do think something happened as well. And that's sort of the dark energies of the polarities, which I mentioned in part 1. I feel 2 polarities. Let's just look at, okay. Yeah, so there was definitely an imbalancement of Aaron felt as well in terms of legal custody rights with regards to the mother and the Soraya situation. He also, so he didn't feel that that was fair. All right, I don't know how long they had this. He also, his choice obviously was not the right choice to do, but for him, it seems like it caused him to be out of balance, in a bit of disharmony, and he had so many things going on. And this is one of the factors of why he took Soraya. But one second. He also had, obviously, his new sort of passion was, and feel-good energy was around Nadia. And I see, to move forward, he felt like this was the best way. But one second. So this is what I was thinking. Oh, they put out 4 cards, but I think this was the 3rd card and this was the 4th. But I'm going to do it again. Yeah, he felt he didn't have any control. He felt he didn't have anything, any control or rights to his child as much as he thinks he could. And he really wanted that to change. He felt in disharmony about it. He got this idea, but at the same time, again, we've got that 9 of Cups in reverse. And so with the Strength card, here is, there's really, again, feeling blocked, and not happy about the situation. And we get this Strength card in reverse. With these cards as well, it's being blocked by fear, self-doubt, and just here where there's been that impulse, he's just gone for it. But I do want to check something. I want to ask that question again. I'm going to ask from this tarot deck. I'm putting them back because I didn't say what card I wanted to see, if it's a yes. And now I'm going to. I wondered if he'd taken her because something had happened to Soraya, and so he felt like he needed to take her. But I wonder if he got threatened that he would never see his kid again, and this has caused this energy. There's something that's happened that someone's not saying, and it's caused him to go into complete disharmony, be quite impulsive, and feel the only way here as a father is something new, which is, you know, to take the child and run with the child. So I think there's going to be more news coming out about this. Let's see. We definitely see in both energy check-ins, and I meant to do it on 2 separate days so you can see how what I'm reading on is very prevalent, that there is something going on in the background that caused this, a threatening of the relationship from others, all right? Very manipulative energy, and here we see the reason he might have taken Soraya is, I think he's been threatened not to see his daughter again as well. And when I think of the mother's energy, it's very passive, but somebody, at least one person, and I think it's multiple people, know why they might have done this, okay? And it stems from Aaron's side. It's not like Nadia's like, let's run away and have a happy ever after. I don't think it's from her side. Let's see how Aaron's energy is right now on the 14th of June as I do this reading. Hermit, he's reflecting. They're hiding out. He's got fear. He's got a lot of fear. He's lost hope. All right. He's lost quite a bit of hope in this situation. He knows he's at a vital crossroads and he's really not sure what to do. This is a really difficult situation because he's lost hope and he knows the police are watching them. So I think maybe, I don't know if any of you live in their town or live around and there's been more, like if there's been posters and stuff, I think that's causing this to, and that's why maybe I felt Nadia's energy like this has got so big now. What do we do? Because also we can't continue being on the run like this. Is there some states where there isn't like an affidavit to, not an affidavit, what do you call it? Where you can't pull them back to the state they were from, basically. But this is his current energy, a loss of faith. He's at vital crossroads. He often, you know, just tries to sit and think what to do in this situation. Split the deck. He's confused. He's really confused about it. I don't get any dark energy from him on this. Let's check Nadia's energy. Got the moon here. So fears, things not revealed, which we know because they're on the run, but it's not spat out, so we're going to wait. Tower. Okay, so she feels like the mother has caused a big tower moment for them, because obviously she spoke in the media. The Chariot, they're not able to really move forward. There's an imbalance here on what to do. The Three of Swords and the King of Cups, all right? I'm not sure if this was in reverse when they come out. So what I'm going to do is just take an extra card. Five of Swords, a lot of mental chatter. Can you see how her energy is a bit more frantic than him? He's a bit more grounded, although he's really not sure what to do. For her, she's in a situation where it's heartbreaking because she didn't expect this to go this way. This is the person she loves. Like if we take, because I feel like it should be upright. This is obviously the person she loves. It's not moving forward, probably how they thought it would move forward. And she just has so much in her head right now. And some of it, she could be torn between her mind chatter and her heart. Her heart is breaking at the moment because she's not sure what to do. Like, does she listen to all the stuff in her head? Or what does she do? Because she loved this person. Now, even if we take it upside down, because I mentioned about her energy, we have like being triggered. We have sort of not being grounded in your emotions. A bit temperamental, but she feels like this could cause a really big painful separation, and I think that's what the energy of what caused them to do this is. The energy behind them doing this is that of separation or the end of their relationship. I don't know who was doing that to them, who was having that involvement, but she knows that this situation is very difficult because they're obviously on the run. Remember in the first reading how we got several cards that were kind of, you know, as a tarot reader, people might have read that they're not alive, but because I've tapped into the energy, they are alive. And you can see here that, you know, the energy is still there on the 14th, okay? So let's just check on baby Seraya, 14th of being protected by an angel, maybe. Let's see, 14th of June. I don't think he's put her in harm's way. I think she's safe with the dad. It depends on if they've got resources, but I don't think he's doing anything bad to her. I don't think there's trafficking or anything like that involved. For me, I see that there's been something that has really put them in a situation where they want to be together, but it seems like there's a possibility of something they cannot face to get over. And then he's got the separate energy we read on in terms of his child dynamics, which could come from that same person. So show me Seraya, baby Seraya's energy right now, please. Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the King of Cups. So the father does have love for her. He is taking care of her at this moment in time, okay? Which is good and reassuring for us to know. One more card. Two of Wands, Nine of Cups. She's okay. Seraya seems to be okay. She's doing fine. And here we see that she's totally doing fine, and the father does have love for her, okay? The mother is obviously looking out for her and waiting for her to return. That's the mother's energy. Okay, let's just check something. I do think that they're going to hand themselves in, or there's going to be communication where Nadia contacts maybe her family and then they let that out, not telling her that they let it out. But I do think that they will know things from the phone, that Nadia's original phone, which apparently she left. I do think that there was pressure put on from family as well. So I do think people do know, or at least 3 people know of the dynamics that may have made them do this. Let's just pull on the current biological's mother's energy towards Nadia and Aaron's relationship. Yeah, see, look at this. It's not very good. Queen of Wands in reverse. A lot of jealousy, feeling left, feeling their relationship ended. Queen of Pentacles, that we've got the same cards here, which I read on earlier. Feeling stuck, not a good perception or decision making. 4 of Wands. Feeling betrayed. I think she had the wish to marry Aaron. She might come across and say, no, he did this, he did that. But look at that. Her wish was to be with Aaron. So I think there's a lot of jealousy from the mother. And obviously, this is a spontaneous question, but that's what I get. She's not... Yeah... There's jealousy, and I think there's a wishing of the relationship to end. I'm not saying that this is, I'm not saying that this is, that she's involved in them running away. I'm saying behind the scenes, she is there. There is something that she's done. I'm not saying that she has info she's keeping, that she's part of the plan. She's part of the energy that's caused this by the dynamics with the child. But again, there was a heavy energy trying to end this. And the mother feels betrayed by Aaron. I don't know if they got married, but basically she was hoping he was her happily ever after. A lot of doubt here, and she's hiding behind quite a few masks. And this is her energy, what I get. She's very sort of passive. So, I don't think, as soon as I saw that 2.5 minute on Nancy Grace, I was like, I don't really like her energy, but I also don't want to say she's like involved in doing something bad to them. But I don't like her energy. I know she's still, but there's also the part where she's still young. And she's very much holding on to being the mother and being the wifey, and she needs to let go of that. It seems like it was a wish fulfillment for her. Look, yeah. So that energy is not great energy towards them. But sometimes, when your relationship comes to an end, that's what happens. Let's just do one more question. I wonder if they knew anyone in Mexico. So will they turn themselves in or be caught soon? So too many cards came out, and I wanted one particular card in 3. Got 2 cards here. We need to get one more. Look at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So that's one of the cards I asked for. The problem here is that it's not spat out, and I've just found, okay, so we've got a card, one of the cards. I thought that was only 2 cards. All right, so I think we're going to have a major update in the next week. All right, I don't think they're going to go on for much longer. So let's look out for it over the next 7 days, see what comes forward. But I guess it's useful to know that, you know, they're all alive. And I dare say the dynamics of the reasons will come out as well. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.